This is Clarence and Charean Williams coming to you from another Cowboys loss. This Cowboys team can't win. They can't win without Tony Romo. They can't win off the field in light of all the scrutiny coming down on them nationally because of the continued presence of Greg Hardy on this roster. It was the Eagles that beat down the Cowboys tonight, 33-27 in overtime at AT&T Stadium. Puts another death knell. It serves as sort of a death knell for this team in their hopes of trying to get into playoff contention until when Tony Romo comes back.
Yeah, it's simple math. That's what Jerry said after the game. They're sitting at 6 losses. First 6-game losing streak since 1989. I find that really hard to believe, but it is. You know, you think going back to 2010, the last time Romo was hurt, but they did have the victory over Houston in there, and didn't start out very well in that season. But it just seems hard to believe right now that this team is headed toward the playoffs. Even when Romo comes back, I know there's going to be a lot of positive goodwill, but to think they're going to come out and win 7 in a row, I think is a little bit ridiculous. It's going to be really hard to do considering their schedule and who they play.
Well, the Cowboys are doing what bad teams do, and Jerry said it feels like 1989 when I brought it up and told him. He said it feels like 1989 because they can't get turnovers, they can't get off the field, they can't make plays when it counts. I mean, this offense has been the force of, under scrutiny for 2 of the last 3 games because they did not score a touchdown. They played well. Matt Castle played well. They responded. They got plays. They put them back in the game. But the defense continued to give it up at the end. They gave up plays at the end. Byron Jones, rookie safety, had a wonderful game. In the fourth quarter, he gave up big plays. He gave up the touchdown in overtime. This defense couldn't get off the field. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop making plays when it mattered the most.
I think if they don't make to the playoffs, the 2 games they're going to go back and look at are the New Orleans game and this game. And in both of those games, the offense never got a chance. The defense allowed the other offense to go down, boom, score a touchdown, and the game was over. And the offense never got out on the field. Against New Orleans, it was Spiller that did it. In this game, it was Matthews that did it. And I think these 2 games are really killers. I thought they had to win 2 games, and I thought it would be New Orleans and Tampa Bay. They have a chance to win 1, but I still don't know if it'll be enough. Yeah,
the Cowboys did not see this coming. They did not see Tony Romo getting injured. They did not see Dez Bryant getting injured. They did not see themselves losing 6 straight without Tony Romo. It's funny because I asked Jerry Jones, did he feel like bad things were happening to him? There maybe some bad things would work because of the Greg Hardy situation. He continued to support their decision to get Greg Hardy on his team, to sign him, have him on this team, and give him a second chance. Greg Hardy had a sack in the game. He tweeted out an apology Saturday night. He did not talk after the game tonight, but Jerry and Jason continued to talk about them giving him a second chance and standing behind that second chance. And I asked Jerry, well, you think you're snake big? You think something else going on? He said, I don't see Darth Vader out here. I don't believe in that sort of stuff. If we stay the course, I think good things will happen to us.
Yeah, it's easy for them to say that when they're winning, but you question whether he's worth it when they're losing.
Right.
And on this 0-6 streak, and he missed the first 4 games, obviously, but has he contributed enough to get them a win? No. So you start to wonder if all the drama is worth what they have for Greg Hardy on the field. But he's going to be on this team the rest of the way this season, and we'll see what happens after this season. But there's no doubt he is here for this season as the Cowboys continue to talk about giving him a second chance.
There's no doubt. When they signed Greg Hardy, they were a 12-4 team coming off a playoff appearance and looking for someone to take them over the top and make them a Super Bowl team. Right now, they're 2-6. If I can go 2-6 with you, I definitely go 2-6 without you and not have to deal with this scrutiny. But that's the Cowboys again are doubling down with their commitment to Greg Hardy, their commitment to stay the course with the decision. The question is, will the season be able to stay the course with 6 straight losses going into the next week's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I think one thing positive that come out of this game was Dez Bryant. He looked like the Dez Bryant of old a little bit more, went over 100 yards, had the nice touchdown catch from Matt Castle that when Castle just threw it up for grabs. It was a little bit Romo-esque in that way, and Dez made the play. But we're seeing more of Dez Bryant than we did last week. He's starting to get healthy, and that's a good sign for the Dallas Cowboys going forward. Again, they need to get that win against Tampa Bay to have a chance when Tony Romo comes back, but I think he could probably help them do that.
Again, they need to get a win. The question is, will they get a win next week? Will they ever win again? We'll see you next week and we'll find out in Tampa Bay.